Muy buenas, gente, bienvenidos a otro nuevo vídeo para el canal. Estoy un poco cansado, me apetecía estar de chill, pero bueno, vamos a jugar este juego llamado Radiolight.
You're listening to KCRK Ashwood News. It's been a week since 14-year-old Elliot Lair went missing during a Boy Scout camping trip in Ashwood Creek National Park. Despite an extensive search effort, authorities have not found any trace of the boy. The search continues with local police, rangers, and volunteers taking part. But now, another concern. Park Ranger Harvey Waters has also been reported missing. Waters, a longtime ranger at Ashwood Creek, last checked in yesterday morning. His wife says he was acting strange before his disappearance. Authorities have not confirmed if the two cases are related.
Ethan, do you copy? Are you on scene? Over.
Yeah, I'm here. Just arrived. Over.
So you're at the parking lot?
Yeah, still inside the car.
His car should be parked right next to the road. You see it?
His car?
Get out of the car and tell me if you see it. So, do you see it? Should look like a regular ranger car. Tell me when you found it. So, is it still there?
Qué guapa la música, ¿no?
Yeah, I got it. It's parked right next to the road.
So that's Harvey's car there, like they said.
Where was he last seen? Was it here at the parking lot?
Reportedly, he arrived yesterday around 6 a.m. He was angry about something. That's what the security guy said. Then Harvey stormed off somewhere.
You said he was acting weird. What did you mean by that?
Well, the other rangers said he was on edge lately. Staying late, checking out parts of the park no one goes to. Even said he was seeing things. God knows what that means.
So where do I go?
If you just follow the trail, you should reach the visitor center. Tell me when you get there and we'll figure out the next steps.
Killer.
A lot of broken glass around here. Looks like cracked light bulbs.
Didn't Harvey mention some electricity issues briefly last week?
How often do you guys talk?
Pretty awful lately, with the search out going on.
¿Esto seguirá sonando hasta el infinito y más allá? ¿Qué cojones? Vuelve a empezar la puta canción, what the fuck. Ah, mira, si anda lento y si anda rápido. Si me voy para atrás, hará algo. No me dejará irme. ¿Sabes? Hay un muro invisible. Lo típico de estos juegos, ¿no? hay un muro invisible, es normal, obviamente. No te dice el típico de no, aún no me puedo ir y se da vuelta o algo así, ¿sabes? Tengo linterna o algo así.
Looks like their payphone's broken. First the glass, now the phone line?
Oh well, looks like you're stuck with me.
I'm doomed.
Todo guapo, ¿no? El cielo. Dear visitor of Ashwood Creek National Park. Queridos visitantes de Ashwood Creek National Park. Les informamos que la máquina de soda ubicada en el parking la quitaremos el 26 de septiembre de 1985 y lo demás está... Hostia, todo raro, ¿no? Porque si lo coges... Porque se corta eso. ¿Se buguea o qué cojones? Esta decisión ha sido hecha por los problemas que... Bueno, que sí, que muchas latas, porque ha habido problemas y están tirando muchas latas en el parque. Así que como nuestra prioridad es mantener todo limpio, vamos a quitar la llave. Me quedo sin mi dinero, ¿no? ¿Me estás diciendo? Me quedo sin mi dinero. Hola. Cool. Pues nada. Misty Lake, Ashwood. Soy un pimiento. Tío, no tengo... Hostia, esta resolución no es la que sale, pero bueno. No tengo... controles. O sea, una linterna o algo así. Vale, Missing Elliot Lair, age 14, last seen el 30 de agosto de 1985 en el Blackwood Area. Information call, Ashwood, no sé, vale, el número ese y esto aquí que me dice. Por Radio Frequency for Emergency Broadcast. Asegurarnos de que vuestra seguridad estar informados sobre las emergencias, o sobre actualizaciones importantes. Por favor, familiarizados con la estación de radio. Usar este canal para información real de las condiciones del parque, alertas de tormenta, instrucciones de emergencia, actualizaciones sobre la búsqueda y el rescate de las operaciones. En el caso de emergencia, usar el walkie-talkie o una radio para comunicarnos vuestra localización y situación. Mantener vuestra radio en la emisora 101.5 mientras estéis yendo a acampada o estéis yendo en bicicleta. Sí, vale, sí. Regularly check for updates, especially during severe weather conditions or if you hear unusual sounds. Vale. Uy, mira, me salía aquí algo. Adultos de entre 18 y 64, $3 por persona. Mayores de 65, 1,50. Jóvenes, €1. Y niños menores de 5 años, gratis. Círculos de pase, grupos. ¿Y ahora qué tengo que hacer ahora? Volver a mi coche de policía. Ah, vale. Ahora sí, joder, la puta F. Se ve un carajo, hermano. No puedo volver para atrás. Vale, ahora sí que se ve mejor, me cago en la puta. Ah, me ha dado la lata. Yo la puedo coger. Vaya puta castaña, ¿no? Un camino aquí aparcado. Por la putísima cara. Un coche aquí. Yo pienso, tío, la gente que deja estos coches aquí, ¿qué cojones? Pues nada, vamos para allá. Y aún así, no se ve un carajo, ¿eh? ¿Cómo que use de flashlight? Pero si ya estoy utilizando la flashlight. Pero aún así no veo un carajo, ¿eh? Escucha como agua. Mira, he llegado a otro sitio. Que habrá algo. Ashwood Creek Visitor Center. Wilderness His Way. Se mueve. ¿Me puedo meter en cualquier sitio? No.
Ashwood Talks, where we talk about everything and nothing at all at the same time. I'm your host, Quentin Baxter, coming to you live from the fine town of Ashwood Creek. Before we get into our usual banter and tall tales stuff, I want to take a moment here, folks. If you've been keeping up with the news, you've probably heard about the search for young Elliot Lair, 14 years old, out in Blackwood on a camping trip with his folks, and now, well, no one seems to know where he's gone. Now, I know this town, and I know we've been through tough times before, but a missing young boy, my heart goes out to his family, and the police officers and park rangers who've been combing the trails day and night. We're all hoping for good news. All right, now let's get back to what we do best here at Ashwood Talks. Weird stuff. And tonight's topic, our old friend, the park and its woods. Now, you know I love a good mystery, and the hills out there in the park, well, they're not short on stories, that's for sure. Some folks say they've seen things moving out there, things that ain't exactly animal nor man. Some of you might have heard about the eyes in the hills. It's an old local legend, but it's been making the rounds lately. The story goes that if you're out there in the woods, especially in the woods here around Ashwood, sometimes, late at night, you feel it. Something's watching you, something right behind you, and when you turn around, there's nothing. But that feeling stays with you. Now, folks, I ain't saying there's something supernatural out there in the park, but, well, you know how it is with old stories. They start somewhere. All right, let's take our first caller. You're on with Ashwood Talks. What's got your gears grinding tonight, my friend?
Hey there, Quentin. This is Susan from the hardware store.
Susan, always good to hear from you. What's on your mind this evening?
Well, I was up near the edge of the park, just past the trailhead, and I could have sworn I heard, I don't know, a voice. Like someone whispering, but no one was around. This happened a few times.
Whispering voices? That's unsettling, to say the least. And you were out by the trailhead near Blackwood? Right where the search for young Elliot's going on?
Yeah, right there. I didn't go too far, not after I heard it. I know it's probably nothing, just a feeling. But I've lived here long enough. I know when something feels off.
You're right about that, Susan. That sixth sense, always trust it. Could be the wind, could be a raccoon, could be something else entirely. Who knows? With all the stories we hear round here, it's like we're living in a Stephen King novel. But hey, Susan, next time you feel those eyes on you, give me a call. Or maybe don't. Not sure I want to know what's lurking out there.
Will do, Quentin. Take care.
Alright, folks, I gotta say, sometimes the strangest things happen in the most ordinary places. And that brings me to the next part of the show. Weird stuff people believe. Tonight, we're talking about the best conspiracies. Now, I know some of y'all out there are nodding along like you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some folks think Ashwood Creek sits on top of a magnetic anomaly. You know, one of those weird places where compasses spin out of control and radios get all messed up. Now that sounds fun until you realize, well, you can't find your own way home. Others say it's something much more ominous. They talk about shadows in the woods, or even light dancing in the sky late at night. But hey, we all know that's just rangers playing with their flashlights after a few too many. But in all seriousness, if there was something out there, some hidden power buried beneath the hills, well, we wouldn't know, would we? We'd just keep going about our lives, thinking everything's fine, until one day something does happen. Well, folks, that's all the time we've got. Remember, as much as we like to poke fun at the strange and unusual, the real world can be just as unsettling. Keep your eyes and ears open, especially with little Elliot still missing. Every little detail helps. So until next time, keep your radios tuned right here to Ashwood Talks. And remember, if you hear whispering out there in the woods tonight, well, maybe it's just the wind. Until it's not.
Ahora sería el momento perfecto para que me comiese un susto o algo así, ¿sabes? Pero no lo sé.
I'm at the visitor center. There's a chair knocked over in the service room.
Weird.
Tío.
You don't just leave a chair like this. Somebody must have fallen. Does anyone else come here?
Depends who got the shift. But no one except Harvey since last night.
They got a poster of the kid here. He's out there somewhere.
That surprises me. You know, of all the guys, you'd be the one to let the case go cold with barely any evidence.
Bullshit.
Get out of here. They gotta know you or what? So what is it? What's special about this case?
The last missing kid here was like 20 years ago. His mom and dad live a few blocks away. I don't want to let them down.
Yeah, it's been a week though. We barely found anything.
Come on, listen to yourself. You wouldn't be saying that if it was James.
Look, I'm just saying. You're not the one responsible for tens of people looking for the kid. That's on me. And at some point, we're just gonna have to call the search off if we find nothing.
There's a little news clipping talking about Whispering Hollows. Is that the little cave next to the lake?
Little cave. It's a whole cave system that extends thousands of feet below the park.
The article's talking about some group that used to live there. Looks pretty creepy.
Yeah, I think that's bullshit. Just the kind of folklore that keeps people away from the woods.
Es uno de los walkies, ¿no? Botiquín de primeros auxilios.
There's a map here.
I get my own map here, even though, well, it's no piece of crap. So my idea was, there's a ranger cabin not too far away from you.
Puedo encender la luz de
Rangers got a
aquí.
whole bunch of equipment in
Vaya
there.
mierda de
They
sitio.
can sleep over if they need to. With all the rangers gone from that area, no one's checked it yet. Maybe he left something inside, or, you know.
You have anything better than this?
No, look, I talked about this with the other rangers. This was their suggestion. Should be a short hike, but I will see.
Where's the cabin on the map?
Should be near the entrance to Granite Ridge, right beneath Sentinel's Peak. You got it?
No, I can't find it.
Visitor center should be marked with like a cross or something. And then if you just follow the trail, one of them should end up at the cabin.
Right. I'll get going then. The gate to the park is closed. How do I get through?
There should be a key inside the center, I think. Check the service room.
The service room. La luz esta no la puedo encender. Ah, vale, joder. Aquí no hay luz, what the fuck. ¿Cómo esto no tiene luz? ¿Qué cojones? No me puedo ver en el espejo.
The toilets here are something else.
What are you doing in the... I'm not even gonna ask. Can you just stay a bit professional?
¿Será la llave esa? Pues antes la intento coger y no me ha dejado. Oye, de par en par. Qué bonito, ¿no? Ah, mira, por aquí hay como un caminito. ¿Eso del fondo qué son? Esas luces. ¿Una ciudad? ¿Un pueblo? ¿Qué cojones? Ah, mira, esa es la casa esa.
Good evening, folks, and welcome back to the Ashwood Talks.
La radio esa otra vez. Me pregunto es, si vuelvo ahí, ¿la radio seguirá sonando? A ver, me da curiosidad.
I want to take a moment here, folks. If you've been keeping up with the news, you've probably heard about the search for young Elliot Lair. 14 years old, out in Blackwood on a camping trip with
Pues
his
está
friends.
volviendo a hablar de lo puto mismo. Pero no se había acabado la transmisión ya. Cago en la puta. Estoy hablando para no ponerme nervioso en realidad. No quiero seguir jugando. Vale, por ahí voy al Granite Trail. ¿Sabes? Los juegos de misterio estos me gustan. Eso no sabía antes. Pero me gustan cuando no salen nada de sustos. Cuando salen cosas de sustos no me gustan. Aquí hay otro camino. ¿Esto lleva al mismo sitio? ¿Qué cojones? Ah, no, he como subido, ¿no? ¿Qué cojones?
So, in the car you said something about the radio. The one Mia gave you? You still got it.
I do, yeah.
Try to tune it to 101.5. It's supposed to be like an emergency frequency. Could be useful.
This is the Ashwood Creek National Park Emergency Station, providing real-time updates on park conditions and safety guidelines. Currently, the park weather is calm. temperatures are expected to drop tonight. Visitors are advised to prepare for colder conditions if staying overnight. Wildlife activity has increased in the northern areas of the park. Specific.
¿Por aquí he pasado ya? ¿Te creo que es por el que he pasado antes o qué cojones? Hostia, que hay un puto árbol roto. ¿Aquí es por donde he subido? Dios, es que no tengo ni puta idea de por dónde tengo que ir.
So, you're on your way?
Yes, Rob. You asked me a minute ago.
There's no one to talk to this late at the station. So, how's the park treating you?
Que me hundo.
I reckon you don't like it much.
There's a fallen tree in the way.
Just climb over it, jeez.
I can't. Not this one. It's too big.
You got it working yourself, man.
Yeah, fuck you. I'm finding a different trail.
Es la misma canción, la misma puta canción de antes. Ah, mira, yo no sabía esto. Trabajada. ¡Wow! Sí, como que se ha como ennegrecido todo. Que es un pantano o algo. Sí, es un pantano. They are watching.
I've got some tree carvings. They're strange, to say the least. Looks like some ancient symbols or something.
No sé cuánto tiempo llevo jugando porque no me lo pone bien en el programa.
Doing shit like this. I think at this point, they're banned from the park entirely. Not that they would care.
Looks like some of these could be related to that old group that used to live here.
Yeah, I'm
Esto
sure
es de
they
los
dig
anarquistas,
that
¿no?
kind of
La
lore.
esa. Se escucha un puto ruido, tío. Escucho ruidos, tío. No sé qué es eso, tío. No sé qué es eso. Hostia,
Fuck off, Mother Nature.
cago en la puta.
Somebody was at the picnic area tonight. Looks like they even wanted to stay for the night.
It's gotta be those teenagers again.
Parece ser, sí. Anda a abrir. No se abre esto.
Considering recent events, why would anyone want to camp out here?
I think for these guys, it just became way more interesting to camp there.
They got a fire going and everything. You think Harvey could have gone after them?
Yeah, maybe. Keep an eye out.
Bunch of soda cans around here.
Might as well take one. Gonna be a long night by the looks of it.
Podré coger uno.
Somebody left their backpack here.
Looks like they left in a hurry.
Should I leave it here?
Well, until you find Harvey, yeah.
O sea, me dejaba coger la cerveza, pero nanay. ¿Me podré poner borracho? Ni puta idea, la verdad. Sinceramente. Por aquí hay un camino que lleva a...
This wildlife safety sign has seen better days. It's got writing all over it. And this one's weird. It's like a snake eating its tail. Ever seen anything like that before?
The snake eating its tail? That's Ouroboros, isn't it? It's some mythology thing. Probably just teenagers acting out.
What do you mean, mythology thing? Are you into that stuff?
Still, doesn't mean it's anything to worry about. Kids love messing with creepy symbols. You've seen those weird devil worship scare stories in the papers. Probably just to freak people out.
But why here? This isn't some roadside billboard. Oh my god, what is this?
What is it that suddenly made you believe in God?
That thing's called a blocked trail.
Blocked? How?
There is a mountain of rocks on the main trail. Some trees have fallen too.
Landslide?
Fuck. Looks like it. This trail here is pretty overgrown. It's full of bushes. Any idea how to get through?
Look, your title is police investigator. You should be able to get past a couple of bushes. Find something to clear the trail with.
Esto. Mal rollo. Bueno, hasta aquí, gente. Paso de jugar mal porque me está dando un que lo flipas. No me gusta jugar este tipo de juegos. Pensaba que este juego era otro tipo de cosa. No me gustan estos juegos. Me dan mal rollo y luego tengo pesadillas. Sí, tengo 27 años y tengo pesadillas con los juegos de miedo. Sí. Pero no pasa nada. Qué mal rollo me da eso. Pues nada, espero que os haya gustado hasta donde habéis visto. Si tenéis ganas de seguir jugándolo vosotros, la demo está en Steam. Os dejaré el link en la descripción. Y nos vemos en el próximo videito, hermosos y hermosas. Adiós.